Hello everyone, today we have what is quite possibly the best game ever. Yes, that's right, the greatest game of Age of Empires 2 that has ever been played. At least that is what the person who sent me this rec is claiming. He came to my Discord and he asked me, hey, I have the best game ever, the greatest game of all time, and I will pay money to see it casted. As it happens, I have a rec review system where if you pay me a certain amount of money, I do a rec review. And he said, mate, this is not a review, this is AoE culture. So just to paraphrase what's going on here, we misunderstood each other. This is not a review. This is a game that has to be casted because it is the greatest game ever. And that is what I'm working with right now. I have not seen the game. I'm going to go ahead and cast it right now. And we are going to be taking a look at what these guys are up to. For context, it's part of a smaller, I believe, German tournament. And it was played, at some point in the past couple weeks. But here we are, gonna check it out for the first time and break it down to you guys. We're gonna go ahead and kind of see what these guys have to offer. And the guy said I should guess the elos, or I should guess, how many vills died. So I'll be trying to guess the elo throughout the game. The elo is not displayed anywhere here, and I don't really know who these players are. And I'll also try to guess how many vills died on either side. So those are the two guessing games we're going to be playing today. But yeah, otherwise, let's just go ahead and hop right into it. So let's introduce first our opponents and the map, just to kind of understand what we're dealing with right now. In the red, we have a Schlossnace. Okay, I said that poorly. That was terrible. That's for sure not like the real name. Okay, we're gonna call him Nace. We're gonna call him Red, probably. But yeah, he's playing as the Huns, and his opponent is gonna be Jonathan. Now that I can pronounce, I believe. Jonathan's playing in blue as the Ethiopians. And the map is pretty nice. It's actually Kilimanjaro. Basically, there's a lot of hills, or there's like a lot of smaller hills that build up to like one big hill in the center, with some wood, gold, and stone spread out throughout the map. And on top of that, they have some pretty reasonable starting resources, and there's like flat ground that they can boom on all the way on the outside. I expect to see a very messy game here. I don't know exactly what to expect, to be honest, because again, I am completely in the dark. I don't know their elos. I don't know like even the players or like the context of the game. But so far, it looks like both players are off to a decent Dark Age. And the context of this being a tournament game, in my opinion, is very important because... Oh, hold on. We got some chats? I mean, I can't read German. Why am I even pretending like I can? Okay, but so far, it looks like they're being, just a little pause, nothing too crazy. They're both focused on the game. But again, yeah, the context of this being a tournament game is definitely very important because it just means that both players really want to win this game. It's not like a ranked game where, anyone can resign and there's no consequences besides the points lost. Here, there's something, at least, I don't know what they were playing for, but at least there's something on the line. It is a game that will be recorded. And after, this goes to YouTube, it is a game that will be on the internet forever. And I really hope this lives up to its name because the guy who sent me, again, he really hyped it up for me. Oh my god, this could be the first little action of the game here. Hold on. A boarler, at the same time a deerler, and they go ahead and take a sheep from outside the TC. Okay, manages the deerler. Now the boar... Oh, he saved it. Okay. Okay. Yo, Red is kind of... He even made a mill at the same time. Red is kind of showing up today. I thought that would be way worse, by the way. That's telling me that the elo might be like a little higher, honestly, than I expected. I expected like a lower elo game. Usually those are like the messiest and stuff. But yeah, these guys seem like they're pretty damn solid. I'm thinking like 1200 plus at this point. 1200 being the minimum I could expect from this game. And I'm not even sure if we'll get a confirmation at the end of this game what the elos of the players are. I might have to look them up or something, but I don't even have that information. I might check at the end of the video and get a nice edit in for you guys, just so we can make sure that, our guess was close or if it was right or wrong or whatnot. So yeah, feel free to guess along with me. I'm not fast forwarding anything, by the way, because if this is truly the greatest game of all time, we cannot miss a beat, right? Like, I am really treating this as the rec it is, as the rec it should be given. If it's going to be the greatest game of all time, it should be given that respect. We got to watch it from the start to the finish. So far, Red's just learning instant gear. I mean, listen, Huns, I feel like can go pretty aggressive on this map. Something like a tower rush. Something like scrim spear forward. And I don't know, maybe it's like the bias of knowing this is a great game. I just feel like some action's going to go down. I don't know. For sure, something random or something weird is going to happen. I'm like 100% sure. But so far, it's starting out like oddly quiet. We're going into 20 pop here. in the Dark Age. No one even has barracks down. Nace here is going to go for a second mill. So far, he's completely chilling. Nothing too crazy. And we see, luring the deer, the ostrich, all the way to the mill, which is really nice. Usually go to the TC, but going to the mill sometimes is better when it's closer. And now we see Jonathan going loom, and he'll be on the way up pretty soon. Over on Nace's side here, what does Red have for us? He's just going to go ahead and make the second mill. So far, idle TC time is relatively good, by the way. Like, almost nothing from both players. Efficiency-wise, there's been some inefficiencies, for sure. But now we're going to see Loom and up 23 pop. So again, this feels like around 1200 to 1400, if I had to guess. Because it hasn't been perfect, but it's been pretty clean. And both players clearly know how to go about their Dark Age. Jonathan's going to go up to Feudal Age, and he is probably going to go for some kind of archer play. You'd have to guess as the Ethiopians. I mean, it's not like you have to go archers, but... okay, he's just going to be walling up. His scout's blocking so far. It's not like you have to go archers, like I said, but, it is kind of like the main tool for the Ethiopians. I assume they picked Civ as well, so I don't think you'd pick Ethiopians and not want to go archers. But over on the other side, here we go. I called it. It's quite obvious something weird is going to happen. Nace here in red is going to send 6 villagers, not 5, not 4, 6 villagers forward. And he is actually going on the left side of the map, so not going down the center where he can get scouted. As you can see, Jonathan's around there. He's going to go around the side by the looks of things and look for the forward on this side. And okay, I'm going to go ahead and make my prediction after I see their opening strat. How many villagers will die this game? I'm going to go ahead and say 150 vills will die on both sides. Like in total, 150 vills on either side, I should say, will die. I think that's a pretty fair assessment of the game. Oh, wait, what? What? Why? I thought he was forwarding. There's no way he just walked to the edge of the map and made a lumber camp. I don't believe it. Okay, that is so weird. For those who might be new to Age of Empires, right? That is so weird. Because although wood is very sparse around, like, this area, right? There's not a lot of wood. So you might think, you don't want it to run out. But walking all the way to the edge of the map to make a lumber camp is a lot of walking time. And that is a lot of inefficiencies. Those villagers, instead of walking, could have been gathering resources much earlier. So that is not something I expected to see today. But I am absolutely stoked to be seeing it. It's so funny that he didn't pick this one or this one. He went all the way to the corner and then decided to make a lumber camp. Okay, and our Ethiopian player is actually going to scout. So... again, forget everything I said about archers. He decided he wants to open the scouts. A little bit unorthodox, but it's not a bad strat. Let's see what he can do. Maybe he's just the scout player, Maybe that's just what he's known for. Gonna be running around with the scouts, looking for some damage, looking for some harass. Nice response here from our boy Red. Bringing out a spearman, looking to stay safe. Spearman, of course, does counter the scouts, so he's gonna be completely chilling. And he's got a secret lumber camp here. He is completely fine. In comes Red here. Can he get the wall down? Prevent Blue from walking in. Red's fighting back with Bills. Blue thinks he might go back in. Oh, so far, the defense has been tight from Red. Red is completely fine. But I'm noticing there's been an issue here. 700 wood in the bank. He's got to get some farms down. All right. I don't want to go full coaching mode on you guys, because this is not about coaching. Again, this is AoE culture. It is not a rec review. He was very clear when he sent it in. Very, very clear. By the way, just for clarification, this was not sent in by either of these two players. This was sent in by a third party, a spectator. And I'm pretty sure the spectator was like around 1800 level from what he told me. So this is like not an ego wreck, You know how sometimes people like win a nice game and they send it in. They don't want to learn anything. They just want you to watch their good game. This is not about that. This is a third party sending this wreck in as genuinely thinking this is the greatest game of all time. This is why I'm so stoked about it. All right, Spearman pushed the rush back. In comes the scouts though, and the villagers have been very feisty on Red's base. The villagers are ready to fight. They are not at all concerned about their HP. They're not at all concerned about these scouts. They've been clapping them as they walk into the woodline. Yeah, Red spears will also chase Blue out. So far, I would say Red has a pretty nice advantage. The farms came down again, still floating some wood, but nothing too crazy. The secret lumber camp again, still completely intact. And just to keep you an idea of how secret this is, blue has not even scouted it. Like, look at blue scouting. This is what the lumber camp is. Blue is not even close to scouting this area. So forget about it. That lumber camp is super, super safe. Horse crawler coming in. Let's take a look at a little bit about blue's base here. Kind of see what he's going for. A lot of farms, but not a lot of vills. Where are the vills, brother? Gotta send the vills on the farms. All right. And yeah, I'm a little surprised we didn't see like a forward or something. I expected villagers to be going forward, back and forth. And so far, it's been like a relatively clean game. Like the forward woodline has been like the weirdest thing about it so far. So yeah, I'm expecting some crazy things to happen here, or else I don't buy that this is the greatest game of all time. There's got to be some really nice things that go down in this game to claim that title. Scout's gonna go in and out. The spears are there to defend. Now red fully walls his base, I'd assume. Yeah, gonna go ahead and fully wall the base. Spears in or out? Okay, 3 out, 2 in. Okay. All right, pretty interesting ratio there. Blue, what's his response? Ooh, blue with the 2-range switch. Yo, someone's gotta send some vills to these farms, bro. Like, what? We're just making the farms and we're leaving them there. But he's gonna switch to archers. Needs more on gold. 2 on gold has been a disaster here for the archer switch. He can barely produce, but he's sending the archers forward, which is what matters really here. And, wow, it's like red is in his mind. Red already has the range. Actually, no, red had that range from a long time ago. He just made 1 skirm and kept it there. Interesting. Was he like baiting with that? I guess he was. Yeah, he made 1 range and just baited a skirm and then just went full spear defense and just farms. That's it. Crazy market usage. Red goes up to Castle Age. Like, fair enough. Like, might as well use the market and click up to Castle Age. It makes a lot of sense. He had a lot of wood. Market does solve these problems. Got a good amount of gold. Now switching it to 2 stable again. Pretty standard so far. And there's nothing too crazy about this game. A couple weird things like the skirmishers or the range just kind of being a bait. The secret woodline, which I'll keep referencing. Now we see a market over from Jonathan and a blacksmith. So he's looking to get to Castle Age probably after this amount of pressure. But so far he's the guy on the attack. Blacksmith now and some walls. Red seems to be, like, not panicking, but he's respecting the pressure here. He doesn't want to get caught off guard. He's walling behind. He's got the units out on the field to defend this. And he is switching into 2 stable, getting the bloodline. So, it's looking decent for red so far. Not taking a whole lot of damage. Sending another woodline here. Yeah, again, this woodline, these trees have been finished. There's just 2 left. He needs that second woodline now. And now blue, again, so far, nothing crazy. Blue's just moving around here. He's using the market, trying to get up to Castle Age. A lot of market usage here. Just send more to gold, my brother. That would be the way, definitely the way to go here for playing 2-range archers. But, I mean, nonetheless, take a look at the farming setup, by the way. This is like a jigsaw puzzle. And the pieces are not in the right spot as well. That's like the crazy part. A lot of holes, a lot of gaps. But, it is what it is. It's a tournament game. I imagine the nerves are at an all-time high here. So I'm not going to judge too much. In come the scouts, and spears are there as well, and the spears will annihilate 3 scouts immediately. Crazy good defense so far from red. Look at that. This guy popping off. Clearing the army completely. Wait, decides to leave 3 archers. We'll send a knight for them. I guess those skirms were in a rush. He really wanted to send them forward. No, he goes back now. Okay, he's indecisive, but nonetheless, he's going to clear this up. He's going to be fine. Then he got more knights now. Are we going to see a vill forward? Again, my prediction is at some point, villagers are going to have to go forward. Like at some... Yeah, there we go. There we go. Is this an accident? Jonathan's got 3 vills here. Is this an accident? What's going on? I don't know how to read these guys, honestly. He might just make a lumber camp. Like, at this point, I don't even know what is an accident, what's not. How is red reading this? He's going out with an outpost. He literally knows there's going to be a sneak. How does he know? That's crazy. Easy on the bottom now. Take some gold. Taking some gold out here on the sneaky lumber camp that he had earlier. That outpost might give him some vision. Now, knights are streaming across the map. Knights should do a lot of damage if they can get in. Question is whether they could or, whether they could or can't get in here. It's the big idea. Blue does have the walls down. Gets the castle age himself. Now, red goes for a TC on the outside. Red doesn't see those fills. Blue has these two villagers incognito. They are absolutely chilling there. A lumber camp for 4 trees gets slapped down. Blue is desperate for some wood. Absolutely desperate. Things are not looking too hot for him right now. And, okay, red's gonna be breaking through. I think, yeah, he's gonna get in. Blue tried to wall up, but he's not gonna go for it. Red is in, and honestly, at this point, I don't see how red will lose this. Like, he is gonna be in a good position. I'm not even sure how this game will prolong itself from here. Knights should be able to raid, get some nice Vil kills. Red's got 3 TC behind this. Blue's economy is terrible right now. The villagers are not in the right spot. So for me, there's a big advantage for red. But I know the game can't be that simple, you know? So I'm just expecting some kind of throw. I don't know ultimately who loses, but I guess that's the start of the throw here. 3 knights go down. Guess more are knocking. Yeah, again, I don't know ultimately who wins this game, but I know it's going to be like a really back and forth heavy throw compilation here at this point. Like, it has to be right. It has to prolong itself somehow. Either way, lead scrim comes in now. So it looks like red's going to keep things, relatively tight on defense. And blue moves out. Oh, I feel so bad. Blue is just absolutely desperate for some wood, my brother. He's just making his pikes and his crossbows. He needs some wood, my man. Just let him have it. Red is relentless. Oh, blue with a quick wall and goes out to clear out the knights. Okay, now blue's defense has been pretty solid. Yeah, look at that. It's not even bad. I call this active defense, by the way, where you wall up and then you also send your army outside to kill the enemy army that's hitting you. That's good stuff, bro. Yo, blue, you got me impressed. Quick walls, again, a little bit confusing. Units are kind of trapped everywhere, but the idea was there. I'm not really sure. Okay, these fields are still idle, by the way. Not really sure what red's going for. It looks like he's playing a standard game. Here we go. Forward range. Forward range. Okay. There's always weird stuff happening. It's like, if this was like a pro game, right? What red would want to go for is just develop the economy, set up the farms, and then start claiming more of the map. Like, booming out to the sides, maybe a 4th town center. More farms would come out. But here we see red is actually looking to put more pressure. What he has here is not enough. He deems, he wants a bit more. Sends 3 vills forward and makes a range in the front. Kind of like in the center of the map. I mean, it's not a bad idea. Range in the center will be like a lot of map control. Again, it'd be solid to continue the pressure if that's what you want to go for. Oh, blue sending a counterattack back here. Pikes and crossbows going back across the map here. Oh, this is where things are going to get interesting. The 2 villagers that blue accidentally sent here 10 minutes ago are now making a sneaky stable, but red has spotted it with an outpost. So he knows all about this sneaky base. And Jonathan has a couple knights, going to send them out here. A lot of red vills are exposed, by the way, but blue does not see that. All right, crossbows going crazy under the TC. Are you just going to dive it? Jonathan, you can't do that, my bro. At the same time, red is attacking with lead skirmisher. Okay, the game is heating up. Now I'm getting excited. We're only 30 minutes in. Now it's getting exciting because red has an attack, blue has an attack, and a forward base. Blue's attack is not too impressive so far, but he is ignoring his base, sending the archers forward instead of defending with them. Definitely a bold move. But blue strikes me as a bold guy, so yeah, I'm here for it right now. Maginot coming out for defense. There we go. Yeah, his wood villagers are not the most efficient, not the most healthy here. The skirms are kind of making life a little bit difficult on them. Oh, but blue doesn't care. Blue does not care. He is sending a forward villager once again to make a siege workshop. He has decided, this is what blue sees. Blue is tunnel visioning on this one town center from red. This town center is not going to be allowed to operate. If it's the last thing blue does, he's going to push that TC. And now we have Jonathan bringing out the siege to defend his base. What a nice play from him. Siege defense coming out. And we kicking away the skirms. And now red is trying to expand. Red is going on to the left side. Look at the minimap, by the way. This is the craziest... Like, this is the craziest minimap I've seen in a long time. What? How is this possible? There's so much expansion. We got bills from red in the corner. Skirms are still not cleared up. This game is really picking up. If we got 30 more minutes of this kind of action, this could well be the best game ever. Siege Workshop coming up from blue. He's going to be pushing this town center as he set out to do. That town center is not going to be allowed to operate. At the same time, though, the skirm's still kind of at large behind blue's woodline. The Mangonel's going to have to deal with those because no one else is at the moment. Mangonel's been called to action, though. Come on, take a shot, Mangonel. Let's see it. What's he going to go for? Mangonel's just kind of cruising right now. Wait, it's not doing anything. Oh, there we go. Oh, a no-looker. Okay, Ronaldinho in the house. Over on the other side, though, we got blue continuing to push in. No siege just yet, but does have the workshop. A lot of resources to work with here as well. Oh, green gonna be microing here. Blue gonna be microing down the skirms. Now we got Mangonels coming out. Very nice. And red is still funneling vills to the corner. He's funneling the vills to the corner. Look at this. They're literally being produced here in Mordor, being sent to the edge of the map. Like, what's going on? They're coming out like orcs. Or Uruk-hai, whichever of the ones are being produced. I don't even know. I just need to throw in a Lord of the Rings reference. At this point, it's been too long. It's one of them, though. I'm sure of it. Damn, that's terrible. As a Lord of the Rings fan, I should know this, but it's just not coming to me. I'm in the zone right now, and I'm casting Age of Empires. It's not coming to me. But anyways, back to the game here. Back to Age of Empires. We got more Mangonels coming forward. He's making some forward, and some he's bringing forward across the map as well. And red is gonna go for a forward castle. He has no military to defend this. He is just dropping down a forward castle in the center of the map. And blue has army. This is not gonna end well for red. No way blue pulls back. Blue pulled back his entire push. Wait, this is genius. This is genius. Red went for a forward castle to distract blue. And instead of sending the army back, he just stands in the middle of the map. Oh god, blue's in trouble. This castle could go up here. Not a lot of red army though. Just 2 knights. 2 knights, and that's all we're working with. Red is still going though. He's committed. Bring those villagers in. We got 10 vills here. When is red gonna notice those? He's gotta, like, some point realize he's got some idols there. Blue resumes his push. Okay, blue was like false alarm, right? He went back because he thought he had to deal with this, but then he realized false alarm. My boys at home are dealing with that already. It's not a big deal. Blue is absolutely fine to continue pushing this. And indeed, he is going to continue pushing. And some big Mangonel shots are landing. This is what blue wanted to do. Blue takes the score lead. He absolutely takes the score lead here. He killed 10 villagers. This is the town center he wanted to push. And this is the town center he is pushing. Blue is planning out a strategy and executing at the moment. But there is a big problem. Red is gaining control of this area. The knights... Yeah, +1/+1, by the way. The knights have controlled this area, and red sends in some more villagers. He wants to get the castle up at all costs. Oh, and he sends the vills. No way. No way that just happened. Red, this is like such a high-elo move. Red baited blue. He forced the army to go from his base all the way back to defend blue's base, and then red uses villagers to clean up the siege and to reclaim this area. That the town center goes down, but it's fine. Red reclaimed that area, and red will get this castle up. Oh my god, big plays are happening right now. And all of a sudden, red has the score lead again. No way. No way. Blue's gonna go for Townsend in the corner. And who happens to be in the corner? The 10 villagers, excuse me, that were there from 10 minutes ago. And red now has a lumber camp. I don't understand how these 10 vills got here. No. And because these 10 vills were here and randomly went to make a lumber camp at this precise moment when blue is building a town center, red sent a 19 HP knight to go kill vills. The chances of this happening are like 1 in 1,000. That was ridiculous. Blue's abandoning this wood line. More red knights going to the center, going to the corner, excuse me. Back to the center here, though. We still got the castle and a lot of red control. Who's sending his vills back? He didn't make a mining camp for some reason. This guy's gonna go all the way back. It would be hilarious if he just starts long distance mining. He's gonna mining camp here. He's just gonna long distance mine. Okay. But meanwhile, of course, the knights are raiding. Blue is suffering a lot of losses right now. Population is still pretty close. I don't know how many vills have died. Oh god. Oh god. The eco KD. Okay, that was the KD. Eco KD. Okay, it's not too much. Around 50. My prediction was 150. Hope I could be right about that. And we see some stone walls from red because red eventually lost this area anyway. So he had a nice play. But in the end, blue does take care of that that area. And oh my god, at this point here, I don't even know who's winning. The score is absolutely neck and neck. Both players not even close to Imperial Age. Blue did secure this area, but still has to deal with this castle that's a bit annoying for him. Blue, oh, he's microing. He's microing. We've seen a lot of crazy macro plays here. Let's see a micro play. Blue's dodging. Red, can you get an attack ground for us, my brother? Oh, blue lost interest. Wait, what? What? How did both players decide they're not interested anymore? Red's coming back in. Blue's ready for him though. Dodges, shoots, red. Defeated. Crazy micro. How is blue watching this? And if anything that could be like being dealt with right now, there's so much like chaos everywhere. But he's focusing on these 6 crossbows. And he's actually gonna find a way in here. So blue focused on the micro more than anything. And using 1 pikeman to harass these 6 vills from red. Right now, red has more vills, but blue's got more military. And honestly, we've seen what military can do this game. This game's been an absolute fiesta so far. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Jonathan, what are you going to go for? Another town center. How is red spotting every single town center blue makes? And it's always with villagers. What are these villagers doing here? Somebody's got to explain this to me. I've been given no context. How are there villagers there? How do you even click that? This is crazy. It's not even necessarily bad. Like, if you really want forward vills, like, it could be good. I just don't know how those vills are there. Blue just drops into the town center. Still has those 6 crossbows. Maybe red can make a couple knights. Heal those guys up. Not going for that. More expansions from red on the bottom. This secret base has been absolutely clutch for red strategy. And okay, those 2 vills. They just went for a little bit of a run around here. Nothing too crazy. Oh man, I gotta catch my breath for a second here because this game's been just way too epic so far. Okay, Crossbow's getting a couple kills. Oh, lined up for the Scorpion. Let's go. Those Scorpion shots are absolutely satisfying. They could be better though. It's not lining up perfectly. Not bad. The first few shots were nice though. More crossbows were dying. Yeah, those 6 crossbows will probably get cleared up here. Now, blue's got enough stone for a castle. I want blue to drop a castle somewhere. Okay, blue's now raiding more heavily this area. Sending a couple camels there. Yeah, it's a lot about gold control. Hold on. Blue's sending some vills forward. There's a small problem. There is a red castle here. I think we gotta respect that a little bit. That's to go back. I'm not sure what the thought process there was. Now, red is unfazed here. He got harassed by camels, fought them off with vills. Now blue is back, getting bowsaw. Okay, that's pretty nice. Gotta take a sip of water here. And blue is taking out a bunch of those units. Blue is claiming the gold for himself at this point. And wait. How did those units get in there? I have no idea. Blue has 2 crossbows and a cav archer under red's castle, killing the villagers. And he's going for a forward castle. There's no way. He's going for a forward castle in between red's base. And if there's one thing this game taught me, he will not defend that castle with any military. I would be surprised if he sends military there. I hope he does, because that's the right thing to do. But he is going forward absolutely guns blazing here. 13 villagers. Wait, blue's like actually... Okay, I see. Red. Red, how are your villagers always in just across the map? How is this happening so often? Like, you can miss it once or twice, but it seems like the strategy at this point. And blue is just taking advantage of it. He's got pikes everywhere. He's cleaning out this gold. Those units absolutely paid off, but they are gonna die now. Yep, castle cleans them up. Blue decides for a conservative castle here. Doesn't want to go too crazy with it. Okay, I mean, that would be crazy, right? Blue's a risk taker, but not that much of a risk taker. Goes for still a rather forward castle here. And guys, we're 48 minutes in. I still have no idea who's going to win this game, honestly. Like, it's the score is neck and neck. Red just took the score lead again. Well, there's town centers everywhere. Red just makes town centers. Every time he's got forward villas, he just drops something. And again, this gold being raided. This time it's red raiding blue. Another castle from blue. Wait, blue's angry. Blue's angry because he sees the red expansion here. Red has been taking resources from his side of the map this whole game. Don't think blue's happy about that. He's gonna go for a castle. Can't get it up though. That gold miner is absolutely holding it down right now. If she moves, the castle goes up. If that villager moves, the castle is gonna go up. Let's see. This villager... Okay, wait. Blue cancel? Okay, he's gonna make it more aggressive. That castle's gonna go down. It's simultaneously, blue's got another castle in red's face. What is red doing? Red is adding some stables in the center of the map. He got his town center up on the right side. Red is taking quite the score lead here somehow. I guess he found success with his army. Got a lot of villas as well. But this castle has to be addressed, right? There's no way we're gonna let this castle go up. This castle, okay, sure, there's a lot of villas there. We'll let him get this castle. But surely, come on, Naze, do something here. Stop this castle from going up. You got so much time, you see it. You see it. I mean, I don't know if he does see it. There's so much going on. Look at the minimap. There's so much going on. But there's a lot of army just AFKing in the middle of nowhere. What? We made a second barracks, by the way? Why did we make a second barracks? We didn't make a single infantry unit all game. Okay, he sees the castle, though. He's going to try to stop it. One ville goes down. I thought he deleted it, but I think that was the castle. Don't tell me. Don't tell me he gets it up. Oh, blue's gonna wall it in. Oh, blue's gotta get the castle up. He's gonna wall it in. He's got more villas coming. I think this castle goes up. Meanwhile, there's just chaos everywhere. Knights raiding, villagers moving under the castle. How is this possible? Blue is going for it. 92% here. This castle's so crucial. He needs to get this up. He needs to get it up. And it gets up. Red is in trouble. A lot of his villagers right here. He's got 45, 81, 84 villas. He's sending the villas at the castle. This game is absolutely living up to the greatest game of all time title that the viewer has sent in. This is ridiculous. If this castle goes down to villas, I have no words anymore. He is literally battering down a castle with villagers. They're taking like 1 damage per hit. And red is losing a lot. That castle was a big play from blue. But red has a lot of army on the field. Again, its population's 160 for red. So in theory, red is actually doing pretty damn well right now. Except this castle is, you know, a little bit of a thorn in the side. Okay, blue, he's not having it with the villas. He's going to clear them all out with the chotels. Look at how satisfying this is. All the villas going down. But meanwhile, red is getting a lot of raids in the center. I am way more drawn into this game than I thought I would. I'm not going to lie. This game, it has just been ridiculous. Tower at the back. Red's going to lose a lot of his military trying to take that one down. And there's... Oh my... Someone's got to explain this. Can someone in the comments or something... Can someone explain to me what's happening with those villagers? There's just random gather points. This is the 4th time it's happened this game. There's random gather points from red just in blue's base. Did he misclick 4 times? There's no way he's making a mill. I cannot believe he's just decided to make a mill right there. I think he's gonna take the farms from blue. But he abandoned the idea. Is he gonna go for something greater? Maybe a town center? Okay. Okay, red abandoned the mill. Oh no, the mill is fine too. Mill is fine, but he wants a town center first and foremost. By the way, just to keep you updated on the castle situation, the chotels have been cooking down here. Red has lost a lot of villagers. Eco KD is off the charts. Forget about the 150 I predicted. They are about to enter 300 villager kills in total here. It's 150 on either side in just a second here. It's been an absolute slaughter. Red was at 160 pop 4 minutes ago. He's at 100. But it looks like he's winning. The score is absolutely neck and neck. Red is taking blue's farms. These were blue's farms. Another mill. How many mills do you need? He is taking blue's farms. Going for a siege workshop now. Bro, I don't know who's going to win this. I will guess. I think blue's going to win if I can make a prediction. But I honestly have no idea. game's been an absolute mess. I just think like the castles from blue are really good. He's gonna control this entire area, but to be fair, blue is losing his entire base. Okay, blue's pulling ahead in score though. But red still has a lot of raids. 85 pop. These guys are both dropping so hard. Red's winning on this side. Again, another gathering, another secret council of villagers just chilling there. More villagers dying in the bottom. Oh god, the eco KD is just continuing to rise here. Absolutely ridiculous. Knights on both sides getting a lot of value here. And now we're gonna go with another mill. Okay, red is adamant on taking blue's farms. There's no other conclusion here. Red is adamant on taking blue's farms because he just thinks that's the way to go. And honestly, I can't blame him. 1 mil to get 7 farms, I think that's a pretty good deal, man. That's a pretty good deal. Taking them straight from blue as well. And now, as if there wasn't already villages everywhere, take a look at red's TC placements. 1 is in his opponent's base, 1 on the right side, and 2 back home. One of them, is close to an enemy castle. So the town centers are all over the place here. There's no logic behind it at this point. Okay, some pikemen from blue dealing with the night raids. Feels like blue is stabilizing a little bit, but it's hard to say. Another mill from red. How many mills? 1, 2, 3, 4 mills in its opponent's base. I have never done that. I have never made 4 mills in my opponent's base. It's just not something I've ever had to do. This is crazy. I don't even know where to cast anymore. What am I looking at right now? All right, looks like red is going to continue trying to raid all over the map. Red is trying to keep blue off his side of the map as well here. And on this side, on this corner, not much is going on so far. Oh, okay, wait, hold on. Hold on. What is red planning? Because he just made 2 mills here, and he had the farm control. Why was it not enough? This is the thing with human greed, guys. Like, at first, red was like, all I want to do is get those farms. And then when he got the farms, now he's looking on to the next thing. Wait, what is he doing? Oh, he's going for a forward castle. He wants those farms. No freaking way. He just shifted his villagers from the right side of his opponent's base through his opponent's base to the left side of his opponent's base near all of his expansion. This is the ballsiest forward castle I've ever seen in my life. Look at the villagers traversing the land as if it was theirs. This is ridiculous. Meanwhile, blue's going for a middle castle here. Castles everywhere. Again, by the way, we are still castle age. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the castle age at an hour into the game. Not once did either of these guys think, let's slow it down and go up to imperial age. No, nonsense. It's been castle age, gas, gas, gas. Just all in on the turbo, more units, more mills, more castles, everything. 4 castles from red, successful. Not a lot of enemy pushback there, just a couple châteaux, but honestly, there was way too many villas to begin with here, so that castle was always going to go up. God, I need another drink right now. This has been a spectacular game. We got more villas, just kind of chilling out in the middle of nowhere. And blue is... Yeah, blue is a bit flustered here because the thing is, 3 of his town centers and a lot of his farmland was in this area. That castle is pretty bad for him. But blue's a fighter, as we know. He's going to go ahead and make a tower here and shift his focus down to the bottom side of the map. As you can see, Jonathan's going to go ahead and he's going to make a mill on his opponent's farms. That is so poetic. Red's been milling his farms. He's going to do the same back to red. Those were red farms. And blue is coming to mill them. I've never seen a game where both players milled each other's farms. Like, usually it's just one or the other. Like, if anything, like that never happens to begin with, let me be clear. But like, if anything, it's one guy doing it to the other, not both at once. Not both in one game. This is ridiculous. And now blue will shift to this corner of the map, a town center. Continuing to expand, not a problem for him. Continues to expand. 115 pop for blue, 60 pop for red. But honestly, I think red still has some fight in him. I don't think he's done just yet. He's still, I mean, he's still on the map, boys. Look at the mini map. He is still at large on different sides of the map. Thing is, for red, it's not a lot of military for him, and blue has way more castles. Okay, blue's got a few pikemen here. But looks like they're not interested in hitting the knight. Oh, actually they are. Oh, big defense. That guy got one shot. By the way, just units everywhere. I don't even know how to cast this at this point. And now blue goes for some raids on the red side. Red drops down a market. I guess his earlier market was taken care of. Gotta get back another market. It's the only way to go. Okay, red goes for a castle on the right side. This is the first defensive move red has made in over an hour. This is the first defensive move. He just says, you know what? I've had it with this game. I'm going to go make a castle in the corner, and I'm going to rebuild. Yeah, there we go. Town center goes up as well. He just wants to rebuild. Because honestly, he suffered a lot of losses right now. 250. 250 vills dead for red. That is ridiculous. Of course, the other guy lost 214 as well. God, my 150 guess has been looking terrible for a long time now. I don't even know where do I cat 49 pop for red. He is absolutely suffering, but he's still putting pressure with the castle. It's not like he's dead. Okay, blue is reclaiming his farm slowly here. He's reclaiming his farms. Monastery for the relic, can't blame him for that. Red is now expanding, but blue's chasing him. Blue's got the châtels. Oh, this is risky business. Looks like he's not going to be in time to deny that though. Yeah, blue just passing by at this point. Just passing by. Completely fine. And Jonathan here with a few light cav. Still putting the pressure. Honestly, I think red might be dead here. Like, it looked like he was doing fine. But his pop has been dropping for the past few minutes. And he's now at 40 pop. It looks like Jonathan, who's at 130 pop, has finally gotten the best out of red. These hotels have just cleared everything here. Okay, not a town center, but a mining camp at least for Jonathan. Looking to reclaim that area. And at this point, I don't see the win condition for red because he has only one town center in the corner. This one's been compromised. This one was never not compromised, to be fair. This one was deep into the enemy territory. And so he's really just like on like 2 town centers, I guess. But this area, there's no more resources in this area. This is just barren. Again, the last tree has been taken from this corner. Maybe a little bit of gold, but red he is kind of locked down. And now blue is doing the absolute best thing, which is bringing out a few rams. Looking to take out the castles from red in his base. I'm just looking around. It's all blue now. All Jonathan. Staking the relics even. Absolutely chilling. Again, a lot of idle. Is blue doing it too? Blue's doing it as well. Look at this villager. It's just going to come out. The gather point is here. How are both players messing up their gather points so often this game? I don't know what's going on. Look at the villas. They're just all coming. I mean, listen, I don't want to judge too much, by the way. It's been a crazy game. Ain't no denying that. But, like, it's happened so many times. It might even be the reason it became a crazy game. Because there was just villagers everywhere. And red actually just calls the GG. And decided here at an hour and 13 minutes. We even see the good luck next. 40 pop for red. He calls it. Blue takes the win in what has been an absolute epic game here. Okay, we've casted the game. I gotta think about it now. I gotta think about this. What was the elo of these two players? Because honestly, it's so hard to tell. If I were to guess though, I would say 1200 elo. Like I said, that was the minimum I'd guess. I think I'm going to stick with that guess because there was so many things that went on, and it just felt like, I don't know, it just felt like they knew what they were doing, but at the same time, nothing was efficient. Nothing was like clean, you know, nothing was crisp. So I'd say 1200 elo. Let me know in the comments right now. Go ahead and put your guess. What elo was this game to the nearest 100? Go ahead, no cheating right now, just guess. I'm going to go ahead and reveal it at the end of this video. But first, we're going to take a look at the stats. And before we look at the stats, actually, is this the greatest game of all time? We got to think about that real quick. Take a look at what was made here. Honestly, after watching this game, after casting it, you can make a good argument of this being one of the greatest of all time. But like the absolute greatest, I'm not sure if I can give that title away so easily because there's been some absolutely epic AoE games. So I would say, in my experience, I've been playing this game for 10 years. This is probably like top 25 best games of all time as far as how back and forth it was, how crazy it was, and how entertaining it was. But definitely, it did not disappoint today. It did not disappoint. So let's go ahead and take a look at the elos here. I'm going to go ahead and check, and we're going to cut to the final verdict here. All right, we're back, and you won't believe it. This was an upset. So starting with Jonathan's elo, he was on the dot here. Take a look. On the dot, 1200 elo. Ridiculous. I absolutely nailed the guess on Jonathan. And his all-time was 1371. And of course, he's from Germany, so this is definitely him. And the other player, so Red, so that was blue. Red is an all-time high of 1491 and a current rating of 1326. So it was around a 1200 or 1300 game. If you guess in that area, you are correct. And we have an upset, ladies and gentlemen. Jonathan, the lower elo has beaten the higher elo in what has been an epic game. So that's going to be it for today, guys. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the video. Let me see if you want to see more. Let me know if you want to see more like this, of course. And yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.